Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've done a video like this, telling you about something, not just a life update or travel thing, like all my ones in Spain were. So today's video is about my journaling. I have 4 of my journals here. I'm just gonna talk to you about how I journal and things like that. So it all started 2014. I made a New Year's resolution to journal every day, and ever since then, I've journaled every day. Caught up the next day. It's not always deep and thorough because some days are more boring than others and I'm less active, less mentally active. That's okay, even though I prefer being like deep and really thorough. First I want to say that I journal everything in one journal. Some people have a separate prayer journal, a separate daily life journal, and then like a diary type journal. And I just put everything in one because it's easier, because it goes in chronological order with the date and everything's in one spot, so I can look back and see like, oh, what happened on this day? How was I feeling? Like, it's just easier if everything's in one place for me. I'll start with why I journal, which is because of New Year's resolution, but then I also learned to love journaling, and it helps me reflect on things that happen throughout the day, my reactions to things, and how I could better that. Reflect on outcomes of things, just be more aware of everything that's going on. It also helps me react to my emotions about things and why I'm feeling this way about something and how to possibly improve the way I'm feeling if it's not positive. And it's also a good way to document my life and just look back on it. It's also good for writing down prayers. Sometimes just praying doesn't feel like it's enough. So if you write it down, you can even go back and look at what you were praying and how your prayer life was at that point. Yeah, and like I've said many times already, just to look back on. What I journal about, I start out my day with my devotions. I just write my devotions out. So I write the passage I read, things I observed from it, and then like applications or things that really caught my attention that I should apply to my life. And then just like a simple little prayer, something at the end that I need to remember to like work on and let God help me with. And then just document things that happened during the day. Oh, I went and got ice cream with a friend, and then we went shopping. I also write about my emotions, like, wow, I was really frustrated today because blah, blah. I also take my journal to church or any church type service and just take notes on the sermon or even any seminars or something. Now that's more notebooks, but sometimes in my journal, depending. I journal about my spiritual state, like feeling close to God, or like how my prayer life is, or anything like that. And also about relationships. It's very interesting to see how many times I write someone's name and like see the development of that over time. And yeah, that's not only with boys, that's with any people in my life. Okay, so now on to when I journal. It's usually at the beginning of the day when I wake up. I do my devos, and then if I didn't journal the night before about the previous day, I journal about that in the morning to get caught up, then do my devos. And then if something's really pressing, really like getting at me during the day, I write it in my journal. And then of course I journal at church, like I said, during sermons and stuff. And then sometimes at night to like cover the whole day, depending on how I'm feeling, and if I don't do it at night, I do it in the morning, like I said before. So now I'm going to talk and show you my organization of my journaling and like how I do it. This is one journal, and it has all the things I'm going to talk about in it. That's why I chose this one. I think it's really important is to have this little envelope in the front where I put some papers, like these from Spain, prayer request cards from my church in Spain, and just like some sermon notes and stuff. Just put it in there because you're going to collect things over time that you're going to want to keep, but they keep falling out if you put them in the journal pages. So having an envelope in the front or back is really helpful. And then I'll just show you how I do this. At the top, I put the date. This is backwards, oh well. This is a Sunday, so that's just my sermon note, my reaction to the sermon. My first time going to this church, so I commented on the church and how I liked it. Write like my mood when I woke up and what I did in the morning. Then my devos, I wrote the scripture passage, and then like something I got from it, another scripture passage. Then something else I also do is I write song lyrics that I really like. This is Roar of the Rugged Cross. That's a song from River Valley. And then like more, just making it pretty and writing out songs lyrics that really get to me. And I also use like bullets and dashes document things that really doesn't have a pattern. Other thing I also do, since I journal so much, I go through a journal every like few months. I have about 10 journals since the time I started, and that's a lot. I can't really like back on it and remember what journal it was in or remember exactly what date something happened. So I like to go through and highlight my journals. I have color coding, so like pink is usually for relationship stuff, yellow is for spiritual stuff, and I also put a star next to it if it's super important rather than just underlining or highlighting. And orange is just big things in life that happen, like something really cool that I wanted to remember. And because, like I said, I have 10 journals, it's hard to like go back to because that's the reason I journal, so I can go back to it. I also have a summary journal where at the end of every year or after like every stage of life, so like college, Burn Creek, Spain, summarize what happened, what I learned from that experience, like how I grew spiritually through it. I write in that journal, and those are just kind of like page entries. So I have the date and then it goes just that. That's all I have. But this is to keep it more concise, be able to look back on full overview easily rather than trying to find something in a journal. So now I'm going to talk about the types of journals I've had and that I like most. This one is like a book almost, like a hardcover book, and this one's really nice because it was hefty and it stayed well bound the whole time I was using it. And the only thing is I had to break in the spine a little to open it so it was comfortable to write in, but I did like this one a lot. So I had this one, which is a spiral bound one, and this one was really good because I could open it up like this and the other page was out of my way. Here's more art type things I did. Lyrics. Yeah, this one was really nice too. And this one, it's like kind of more papery, and honestly, I mean, I liked it, and it's cute how it has this wraparound string thing to close it. It's not as durable as I would like journals to be since I carry it everywhere and write in it all the time. I also have used like regular marble notebooks. I keep buying journals like these. Honestly, most of these were gifts, but if I keep buying them, they're like $5 each, and that's gonna like up over time. So if I just buy cheap ones, $1 like, and then cover it and make it cute, that's easier and cheaper. That's what I usually end up doing. To be honest, my journaling has not been started out like really lame, and then I kind of got into it more and started being more thorough and had more to journal about. Lately, I've gone back to being more simple and doing the basics, but I still do it every day. So I really suggest journaling, is sometimes if you want to be thorough, it's gonna take time. Like in freshman year, I took an hour every night before I went to bed to like journal about everything because it was college and there was so much going on. And so it's gonna take time, but I think it's well worth it and helps you reflect on your life. And also for me, it helped me know what I needed to be praying about, because the things I was writing in my journal were the things I was worrying about, the things matter to me that I need to be praying about. So even though I wasn't writing down prayers, I would look in my journal and pray about everything I was writing, because obviously it's important praying about whatever's on my mind, and whatever's in my journal is what's on my mind. So hope you liked that video and hope it encouraged you to start journaling yourself. Bye, have a great day.